plastic cap was twisted like a heavy iron gate. A slip of foot upon the rim to seal a liquid fate. He tumbled down a cardboard well where shadows turn to pearl. The last small witness to the wife that swallows up the world. No sirens in the kitchen, just the humming of the fridge. He lost his balance on the waxy overhanging ridge. The surface tension holds a dream before it breaks apart. A tidal wave of vitamin to stop a beating heart. He's treading in the ivory deep, a heavy open sea. The purest kind of prison for a soul that's born to be. The label carving strength and bone and vision for the blind, but left the smallest body in the colony behind. It's a long way down in the river of the cow, the healthiest disaster that the heavens will allow. Drowning in frictions of a cold and creamy grave, with 40 grams of protein for the life he couldn't say. Yes, the cotton is a coffin made of wax and winter hue, and the irony is flashing in a shade of pale and blue. Against the slippery walls, but found a solid grip. Just the bubbles of the deluge on a sinking paper ship. A microscopic trouble in a gallon of the grand, where the sediment of calcium is escalating sand. He saw the light above him like a dime within a well, before the foaming heavy clouds began to surge and swell. The expiration date is etched in ink upon the sky, a countdown for the lonely who are destined here to die. His lungs are filling up with what the doctors always got, the finest bit of nectar for the falling of his pride. The kitchen clock is ticking, but the waves are standing still against the white horizon of a manufactured hell. There's a long way down in the river of the cow, the healthiest disaster that the heavens will allow. Drowning in the richness of a cold and creamy grave, with 40 grams of protein for the life he couldn't say. Yes, the cotton is a coffin made of wax and bitter hue, and the irony is flashing in a shade of pale and blue. Healthiest together that the heavens will allow. Drowning in the richness of a cold and creamy grave, with 40 grams of protein for the life you couldn't say. Yes, the cotton is a carbon made of wax and greater hue, and the irony is flashing in a shade of pale and blue. It's a long way down in the river of the cow. It's a long way down in the river of the cow.
The plastic cap was twisted like a heavy iron gate. A slip of foot upon the rim to seal a liquid fate. He tumbled down the cardboard well, the shadows of the pearl. The last my witness to the wife that swallows up the world.
No sirens in the kitchen, just the humming of the fridge. He lost his balance on the waxy overhanging ridge.
The surface tension holds a dream before it breaks apart. A tidal wave of vitamin to stop my beating heart. He's treading in the ivory deep, a heavy open sea. The purest kind of prison for a soul that's born to be.
The label brought us thinking bone and vision for the blind, but left the smallest body in the colony behind. It's a long way down in the river of the cow, the healthiest disaster that the heavens will allow. Drowning in the richness of her cold and creamy grave, with 40 grams of protein for the life he couldn't save. Yes, the cotton is a coffin made of wax and winter hue, and the irony is flashing in a shade of pale and blue.
Just the bubbles of the deluge on a sinking paper ship. A microscopic struggle in a gallon of the grand, where the sediment of calcium is masquerading sand. He saw the light above him like a dime within a well,
before the foam and heavy clouds began to surge and swell. The expiration date is etched in ink upon the sky, a countdown for the lonely who are destined here to die. His lungs are filling up with what the doctors all prescribe, the finest bitter nectar for the fallen of his tribe. The kitchen clock is ticking, but the waves are standing still against the white horizon of a manufactured hill. It's a long way down in the river of the cow, the healthiest disaster that the heaven will allow. Drowning in the richness of a cold and creamy grave, with 40 grams of protein for the life he couldn't save. Yes, the cotton is a coffin made of wax and winter hue, and the irony is splashing in a shade
disaster that the heavens will allow. Drowning in the richness of a cold and creamy grave, with 40 grams of protein for the life he couldn't save. Yes, the cotton is a coffin made of wax and winter hue, and the irony is splashing in a shade of pale and blue. Expiration date is blurred against the white. A paper tower falling in the kitchen light. You slip behind the wax and the heavy cream, a tiny exit from a larger dream. I keep a fridge door open just to feel the chill. Wait for the splashing to be quiet and still. Calcium clouds are a swallow in your hands, drowning in the product of the pasture lands. A pint-sized coffin on the bottom shelf. You find a corner to erase yourself. No one looks for life in a plastic pour, or hears the tapping on the carton floor. The vitamin D is a heavy shroud, silence in the lungs that were once so loud. A pale horizon in a cardboard square, losing the body that was never there. Drained away in a porcelain sink, sicker than water and colder than ink. Shake the container and listen for the ghost. A toast to the one who is missing the most. Homogenized sorrow and pasteurized grief. The span of a gallon is painfully brief. I set the table, but the glass stays bright underneath the flap where your shadows lie. The groceries are rotting in the canvas bag. The spirit is dragging like a laundry rag. You are the sediment at the very base, a chalky memory of a human face. I fold the top and I grip it shut, deep in the velvet of a dairy cut. The grocery list has a hole in the page, a shallow grave for a certain age. Nothing is fresh and nothing is pure. The liquid is all that we have to endure. The vitamin D is a heavy shroud, silencing the lungs that were once so loud. A pale horizon in a cardboard square, losing the body that was never there. Drained away in a porcelain sink, thicker than water and colder than ink. The expiration date is blurred against the white. A paper tower falling in the kitchen light. You slip behind the wax and the heavy cream, a tiny exit from a larger dream. I keep the fridge door open just to feel the chill. Wait for the splashing to be quiet and still. Calcium clouds are swallowing your hands, drowning in the product of the pasture lands. A pint-sized coffin on the bottom shelf. You found a corner to erase yourself. No one looks for life in a plastic pour. Here's the tapping on the carton floor. thicker than water and colder than ink. Shake the container and listen for the ghost. A toast to the one who is missing the most. Homogenize sorrow and pasteurize grief. The span of a gallon is painfully brief. I set the table but the glass stays dry. Underneath the flap where the shadows lie. Groceries are rotting in the canvas bag. The spirit is dragging like a laundry rag. You are the sediment at the very base, a chalky memory of a human face. I fold the top and I clip it shut, deep in the velvet of a deadly cut. The grocery list has a hole in the page, a shallow grave for a certain age. Nothing is fresh and nothing is pure. The liquid is all that we have to endure. The vitamin D is a heavy shroud, silencing the lungs that were once so loud. A pale horizon in a cardboard square, losing a body that was never there. Drained away on a porcelain sink, thicker than water and colder than ink.
The expiration date is blurred against the white. A paper tower falling in the kitchen light. You slip behind the wax and the heavy cream, a tiny exit from a larger dream. I keep the fridge door open just to feel the chill. Wait for the splashing to be quiet and still. Calcium crowds are swallowing your hands, drowning in the product of the pasture lands. A pint-sized coffin on the bottom of a shelf. You found a corner to erase yourself. No one looks for life